Hi, my name is Sibu and welcome to my YouTube channel. This channel is called Still Sibu, and on this channel I do all things related to nutrition and health. I do vlogs, and from time to time I also do career related content. So if you're interested in that type of vibe, please stick around and watch my videos, and also do me a big favor and subscribe to my channel. I would really appreciate that. This week's video is a bit different. It's not a vlog, but I thought that I've been making a lot of vlogs lately, and I think majority of my channel is just vlogs, and I do like doing sit down videos every now and again. The other big thing is that right now it's busy season. If you know anything about audit, you would know that busy season kind of takes over your life. So there's really nothing to vlog about other than just sitting down and working. So I thought I'd do something different and do a get to know me tag. So I'm gonna answer a few questions about myself. I just Googled them and I thought that I would just pick a few and answer them so that you get to know me better, and hopefully it's interesting. A few disclaimers. If you hear noise in the background, it's because this house is really quiet, and like you can hear the fridge, you can literally hear most things. And I'm also sitting next to like a radiator, the heater thingies, and it keeps making this tick sound, which is highly frustrating. But anyway, I am having dinner. I won't show you, but it is in here. It's like halfway done, and it's just meal prep basically. I prepped brown rice and I made chili. Yeah, I made chili, so with mince, like soya mince, and kidney beans. So yeah, in case you're interested. it's a detour. And then I'm also having sparkling water, which is my favorite thing. Okay, let's get into the questions. So I'm using my employer's phone just to answer the questions because I've listed them here. So the first question is an interesting fact about yourself. Okay, it's not a question, it's more of a statement. An interesting fact about me, and I always bring this up, like, you know, when you have like team building activities or you're meeting new people and you have an icebreaker and they ask this question, like it's top of mind. Anyway, my interesting fact is that I used to actually do gymnastics in high school. And I was very committed. Like I really, in my heart of hearts, I really wanted to be a gymnast. Like I thought I could do the whole, like the splits. I was working hard, and naturally I'm a hard worker. So I was like, I'm gonna put in that work and I'm gonna be that gymnast. And also the other thing that made me really want to be a gymnast is that my gymnastics teacher didn't look like the typical gymnast. She had like a very natural body. Like she wasn't super tiny or anything. And when I looked at her, I was like, she can do all of that stuff. I mean, I can do it. So I did gymnastics in high school, and I wasn't that great at it in hindsight. I think at the time I thought I was improving, but to be honest, I did okay. And we did like level 3 or something. I ended up being advised to try judging, which I became really good at, but you know, yeah. I did gymnastics in high school. And then, okay, so the first real question is, where did you grow up? So I am from South Africa, from Durban, in Amanzimtoti. Actually, I'm not from Amanzimtoti. Let me not be that girl. My friend always calls me out on this because I'm always on some, I'm from Toti, I'm not from Toti. I'm from Elovu. So if you know anything about the south of Durban, you'll know that like when you go deep into the Warner Beach side, Toti side, there is a township there and it's called Elovu. That's where I'm from. And that is where I grew up and spent the majority of my life until I went to study in Cape Town in university. And that was the first time that I moved away from Durban. So yeah, what are your hobbies? So what are my hobbies? I really like YouTube. Like I love YouTube. If I'm tired, YouTube is the default. If I'm stressed, I watch YouTube. If I want some entertainment, I watch YouTube. I really, really enjoy watching YouTube. And yeah, like, I don't know, like for me, I started watching YouTube really, really early. Like, if you're a big YouTube person, you would know the days of like Zoella and Alfie and what was the other guy's name? Casper Lee, that whole Brit crew. I used to watch them a lot in university. And then there was also Shelly B. Enyang. Oh my gosh, I wish she would come back to YouTube. Anyway, oh, and when, what's her name? Britpop. She was still called Britpop. Her name now is Patricia Bright. That's her real name. But she was the pillar of the YouTube community. And I used to live for their videos. Like, the uploads, I would be waiting like, okay, when are you uploading? But anyway, I really, really love YouTube. So that is my first kind of hobby. Second hobby is walking. So I love taking walks and anything to do with activity, actually. Yeah, I love taking walks. And also lately, because my body is allowing, I really enjoy going to the gym. And also because the gym is goal driven, and like, I know that, okay, I'm working towards this. So I really enjoy like working towards the goal. So that's quite fun for me. And what else? I do try to read, but to be honest, I'm more of a buy a book, read 3 chapters and forget about it type of girl these days. And I would like to get back into reading a lot more, but yeah, still working on that. And then, yeah, those are basically my hobbies. That's what I enjoy doing in my spare time. I also really like learning about nutrition and health. That goes without saying because, yeah, considering my channel. And yeah. What is your coffee order? So I'm not really a coffee person. I'm more of a tea person. I actually don't drink coffee at all because it breaks my skin out. But I am a tea person, and my standard order is English breakfast tea with soya milk. Like, that is the combo that works and soothes the soul. Yeah, so that's my standard order. And then when I'm feeling a bit, you know, up for things, then I will switch it up to a chai tea. So either chai tea or chai latte. And some places make chai with like, what's it, non-dairy milk, which is really great. But then other places they don't, so then I have to like endure the lactose because, yeah, there's no other option. It's really nice, but I'm lactose intolerant. Anyway, and then yeah, so that's my coffee order. The next question is, what is your morning routine? So currently my morning routine is actually very packed. If we're speaking about a weekday, like standard morning, lately it's actually just been like clockwork. So I wake up in the morning, snooze the alarm for a bit, and then once I actually realize that the bus is coming, then I have to wake up. So I'll wake up at around 6:30 usually, and then I will brush my teeth, wash my face, and like get dressed in gym clothes and then head out. And I try to catch the bus before 7 o'clock, otherwise things are not, like, it doesn't work. So get to the gym, work out for like half an hour or more if I have more time, and then take a shower at the gym, and then I'll take a walk to work because the gym that I usually use during the week is in it's close to where I work. So then I'll walk to the office, and then I make breakfast at the office, and I have my breakfast quickly, and then I start my work day. So like I said, it's clockwork, and that is how most days of the week look. And then on the weekend, it's a lot more chilled. I sleep in. I end up not being a breakfast person during the weekend, actually, because by the time I have breakfast, it's just, yeah, I'm sleeping during breakfast, basically. But yeah, that's kind of how my morning routine works. And then Sundays is slightly altered as well. Okay, what do I currently do for a living? So I am an auditor. I am a CA by profession, and I am currently working as an auditor at an audit firm. So that's kind of where I've landed in my career currently. I do hope to do other things in the future, but for now, that is currently where I'm at. And then, which one of your parents do you resemble? So this is actually an interesting fact. Also, I've completely forgotten about my dinner. This is an interesting fact because a lot of people think that I look like my mother. And I mean, a part of me does, because I have certain elements where it's like, okay, like my feet, definitely my mom's feet. Yeah, I think that's kind of where it ends. I look like my dad a lot. Like a lot of my features are my dad's, my height, the way my face looks, my nose, my arms very much resemble my father and my father's side of the family. So yeah, and then the reason that people think I look like my mom is because of the tone of my skin, because my dad has a darker tone and my mom has a lighter tone. So that's kind of where the confusion comes in. And where do you currently live? If you've watched my vlogs, you know that I live in Manchester, and I love the city when it's not raining half the time, but I really love the city. I really, really like it. And then I'm lost on my list. Do you consider yourself to be an extrovert or an introvert? By definition, definitely an introvert. I tend to have extroverted elements, so I'm definitely an introvert because I recover through solitude and being alone, and I get exhausted by things that requires social interaction very easily. So my social radar, yeah, like I can only do so much. And it's so funny because like sometimes when I go out, because I don't drink, like 12 o'clock is my cutoff, because I'm like, well, there's nothing keeping me going and I can just feel I can't do it anymore. But yeah, I am an introvert by definition, and I actually really appreciate my introversion now that I'm a bit older. The reason that I say I have certain extroverted elements is because I really like if I like seeing people, like having access to seeing or socializing. Yeah, if that makes sense. Because if I like stay too long without seeing people, I can feel also myself going a bit down and lower in terms of energy levels and kind of how I'm feeling in general. So yeah, long answer, but I am an introvert. Yeah, I think there's a word for like a combination of introverts and extroverts, but definitely leaning more towards the introverted side. And then, do you have siblings, and how many do you have? So I have 2 younger sisters, and we have a huge age gap between us. My youngest sister, I think we're like 16 years apart. Yeah, she was that baby. And then my middle sister, we are 9 years apart, I want to say. She's 22. Yeah, 8 years. Okay. Anyway, we won't get into the maths of that. And then I also have a cousin who is like my older sister, and she plays a very fundamental role in my life. Like when I think about it, I'm like, the way my family was structured, it actually worked out like really well. Like God knew what he was doing, because I am the oldest in my family, like from my 2 parents, but I am very privileged to have my cousin who is older than me, and she acts as my older sister, and really, yeah, she's a blessing. Anyway, if you could change one thing about yourself, what would it be? So, I don't think that I want to change myself. Like, I know it's like, oh, obviously you're gonna say that, because I think there was a point in my life where I really wanted to change a lot of things about me, and I thought that I could be like this perfect and better version. No, I think the version that I am right now is great. And also, there is no perfection. So I think the moment I realized that, that's when I stopped wanting to like change things about myself. When it comes to like physically, I used to really not like my thighs. I know it's so random, but in university, there was this thing where it was like thigh gaps were a thing. And I just really wanted a thigh gap. Like, I don't know, it was a trend and it's Tumblr days, and I just feel like a thigh gap made sense. But then I didn't understand how things worked, because also my body type, it just wasn't matching. And I used to really just think that one day I'm gonna have this thigh gap and it's gonna bring me great happiness, but obviously it didn't. The other thing that I actually noticed quite recently is that I used to not like the fact that I'm short. And I don't know if it's because I was just constantly aware of it because I was around taller people, but I hardly think about the fact that I'm short now. Like, it's like, okay, yeah, it's just the height. But at the time, it really made me frustrated that like I was shorter than the people around me, and it felt like people were towering over me all the time. Random. But yeah, right now though, I've dealt with all of those things, and there is nothing particular that I would really like to change about myself. Would you rather spend a day at the beach or in the mountains, and why? I am a mountains girl. I'm a mountains, I'm a bushes girl, I'm a let's go for a hike type of girl. The beach I enjoy, but then all the dynamics that come with the beach, I'm fine, hey? Like, the beach is fine though. It's really good, like for walking on the beach and chilling for a while. But if I were to choose between the two, definitely mountains, because hiking I really love. And yeah, just nature in general, like being around trees and having fresh air, hearing birds. Yeah, it brings me back to earth. Yeah, I think that's what it was intended for, because, you know. And then, have I answered all of the questions? I think I have. Oh, how can you describe yourself in 3 words? Describing myself in 3 words, I would say adventurous. Now, take this with a pinch of salt, because anybody who knows me knows that, you know, I have my limits. But I really like the idea of discovering new things, like, which is probably why I like taking walks, because when I take a walk, especially in a new place, I'll be like, oh my gosh, I wonder what's there. Oh, let me go see that. So I really like that type of adventure where it's like, yeah, just interesting things, or exploring or seeing. Maybe exploring is more of a fitting word. Like, I'm an explorer. Yeah, my sister calls me Dora the Explorer because I will not miss a moment to go check it out. Like, I want to go see what's happening. And then the other word is disciplined. I think that, yeah, that's just one of the traits that God has blessed me with, is to have a lot of discipline. And I think it helps me in a lot of ways. Sometimes it goes a bit overboard, but I'm very structured and disciplined. And then the last word is, what's the last word? Friendly. Yeah, I think I come across as a very open and friendly person, and I really am. Like, I just, that's my default. Like, I don't know how to not be friendly. And the thing is, the more I'm growing up and learning the way the world works, I'm realizing that sometimes friendly people come out last, hey? Like, and I don't know, like, it's just a thing where I wish that everyone was friendly. Like, there's no, it's fine if you don't like me, then be indifferent. But everyone's default should be friendly. Anyway, I am a very friendly person, and sometimes the world doesn't repay you for being friendly, but luckily it's my default, and don't really take too much offense, but it is a thing where I'm like, yo, I can see that not everyone is like that, which kind of sucks. But yeah, the last question, and this is definitely the last question, is what are your favorite YouTubers? So earlier I mentioned that I really like YouTube, and I consume a lot of YouTube videos. My current favorite YouTubers, so I want to say more of a YouTube channel. So I'm currently watching 60 Seconds in Australia. I don't know how I've gone that route, but basically it's like documentaries, and they talk about the dramatic things that happened in Australia. And then I like social commentary type of vibe, yeah. But I've been watching ad hoc people. I haven't been watching like stagnant, like specific people. And then when we talk about YouTubers, so like people who vlog, I watch Zizi Moloko's videos. So Zizi, she does like lifestyle content, homemaking, chill vibes, that kind of stuff. I really like her, very soothing, and yeah, she's very good at being herself, which is the thing that I think is great for everyone. And I watch Mkita N, and she currently lives in London, and she moved back to South Africa for a bit, but she's back, and I really enjoy her content. And especially recently, she's kind of gotten very good at taking footage, so it's like, yeah, it's a nice experience to watch her videos. And then there's another girl that I've been watching ad hoc, and she is based in London as well, I think. She's also a South African girl who currently lives in the UK. Her name is Ndwanyano. I'm probably pronouncing it incorrectly, but yeah, she does vlogs and also career-related content, but I watch more of her vlogs. But yeah, she's a really cool person as well. And then who else do I watch? Yeah, I've been watching very limited vlogs lately, and I've been doing more of the 60 Seconds in Australia type of vibe. But yeah, that's where I'm gonna end this video, and I hope that you've enjoyed this video and you have learned a few more interesting things about me. If you liked this video, please share and subscribe to the channel. So share it with your friends and subscribe to your channel. And like I always say, if it is not your cup of tea, please pass it on to the next person, and they might like it better.